Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how you build a really good meta team on FIFA 23 that is going to help you get more wins. So on FIFA, it's very obvious that the team is important. I don't think it's quite as important as a lot of people make out. A lot of the time when I do coaching sessions with people, people ask me a lot of questions about the team. And I say, yes, the team definitely matters. But this FIFA in particular, I don't think it's as pay to win as some previous FIFAs. But there are definite mistakes I see in people's teams that they make. And in this video, I'm going to tell you step by step how I build teams. Whether you're on a crazy budget like mine or a road to glory low cheap budget, I'm going to go through each position and say the type of stuff I look for in each player and then give you a few tips and tricks that should help you guys to build a better team long term that's going to make you more competitive, make you more meta and help you in turn win more games. So, if we go position by position, we'll do that afterwards, but the first thing you need to do when it comes to building a team is picking the formation. So some of the favourite ones I've got are 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, 4-3-3-5. That is my current favourite. 4-3-2-1, 5-2-1-2. There's lots of different ways, but you need to pick your formation the way you want to play first, because that is going to have a drastic say on how you end up picking your team, because you obviously need to pick players for certain formations. So, in this formation, I'm going to go step by step through my team and explain why I've picked them and the type of stats I'd look for. So for my keeper, I want tall, high reflexes, high position. I put a cat to pretty much max those out. Those are some of the key stats there. Generally, any good high-rated keeper who's 6'3" and above, they tend to be very good on the game. Not too much to keepers. To centre-backs, I want pace, good defending, obviously, high physical, and then ability on the ball is a plus. The elite centre-backs are all going to be at least 80 plus pace in general. I really like fast centre-backs now. On this game, by fast, I mean like super fast, like Cordoba and Carlos Alberto. Now, in some formations, my fullbacks do not matter as much, and by that, I mean some formations where it's a case of some like 4-2-3-1 when they're on stay back. And by that, I mean that the fullbacks, you just want solid pace, good physical, good defending. But in this formation, I attack a lot more. It's very attacking. I have my fullbacks on overlap. So for this formation, I'm going to be having fullbacks who are pretty good on the ball. They've got skill moves, so they can do the ball roll heel to heel, scoop turn, and they're pretty good going forward. For this formation, it's very attacking. You can see I've got 5 very attacking players, basically. So I want a CDM who's quick, who can cover. In some formations, different. So for the 4-2-3-1, you might want 2 CDMs who complement each other well when you're building your team. You might want one who's really good defensively, then a more creative one like Kevin De Bruyne, for example. In this team, though, because it's so attacking, I need someone really fast to cover my more attacking players. So Valverde is perfect and complements the team well. There are going to be certain ways you want to build your team and complement certain players together. In my centre mids, I want a left footer at left centre mid, so it shots across goal and Travellas, and a right foot at right centre mid. I want fast, good passing, decent skill moves. Weak foot's pretty important in this position. Good shooting stats, because in this formation they get forward a lot. The defending stats don't really matter as much in this team, just so you guys know. For the wingers, I want crazy pace. Pace matters like mad in this game, especially out wide to stretch teams. So when I'm building a team, I need players with pace out wide. And then for my striker, I need good skill moves, weak foot, high shooting, good dribbling, decent passing because he's linking the play up. In a lot of formations like the 4-4-2, the passing doesn't matter as much. So someone like Crespo, his World Cup icon, with 5-star weak foot, high shooting, high pace, he'd be pretty good in a 4-4-2. In this formation, where the centre forward has to link the play up, and he's got like mid-70s passing, he wouldn't be very good. So certain formations require more stats in certain areas. That is an important thing to know. So I've built my team accordingly because of that. When it comes to the actual building of the team, you need to know what you're building based on your budget. So for me, I've got loads of options. So the general way I do it is I look at the untradables I've got, the budget I've got, and then build from there. So in this team, my untradables are Capdevere, Cafu, Socrates, Neymar, Crespo, Park, Kai, Chiesa, and Stoichkov. Now, some very good untradables. In this team, though, I'm not going to be playing players like Chiesa, Park when I've got over 10 million coins. In a 2 million coin team, these would be great players. Crespo's another untradeable. You need to build based on your budget. You don't always have to spend all your coins, but if you're trying to spend all your coins in the budget, you want to build accordingly to that. You are not going to get as good value the more expensive the team gets. For example, Ruud Gullit is 4.2 mil. Is he better than Valverde? Yes. Valverde, though, is like 550k. Is Gullit 7-8 times better than Valverde? No. I don't think in the CDM destroyer role and then being good on the ball to pass around, I don't think there's a massive difference. I'm still obviously rather have Gullit, but that's what I'm talking about, where the value just gets way worse. Icons are bad for team building for the most part in this game, unless they're a major nation. So icons give 2 chemistry to, not 2 chemistry, but they give 2 nation links. You can see on the left-hand side, you can see the chemistry there. Icons give 2 towards a nation, so they're very good for helping you get nation chemistry, which is important. Just move my camera a bit, seems a bit weird. Hopefully that's a bit better. Yeah, icons are really good for nations, but they don't give any leagues, and leagues are really important. So I think icons, unless you have them from major nations that link to some very good players, they can make it a bit harder at times, but they do get perfect chemistry. The best players in the game for building chemistry are heroes. Heroes, if you've got heroes in your team, untradeable, or you've got a good budget, you might want to start with some of the more OP heroes and build from there. Ginola, Cordoba are 2 of the best. They give 2 links to their league, so Serie A, in this one French league, and then they also give 1 to the nation. Manager, your manager's more something you'll pick at the end of the team, but you can use it as part of your planning process. I always build the team before I buy it, so I plan out my team before I buy it because I don't want to run out of coins, so make sure you do that. The manager, though, can give 1 to the nation and 1 to the league, so it's very important in terms of that. So we've already learnt quite a lot. We've learnt the type of stats we want. We need to pick our formation, how we want to play first. We then need to look at our budget, look at the untradables we've got. Heroes and icons can be very good in different ways. We've also got Capdevila and Alawiran in this team. This team only has 3 current players in it, actually, so it's pretty damn easy for me to build it for the most part. But a lot of people can't afford these type of things. When it comes to actually building the teams, though, there are some really good ways you can get good chemistry across the board. So if we look at the French league, for example, you've got Mbappe, Neymar, Marquinhos, Donnarumma, Renato Sanchez, Sergio Ramos Rulebreaker. Lots of really good cards when it comes to the chemistry. And by that I mean with PSG. You might be able to get a cheap card here with someone like Boufal. Boufal's about to get 5-star weak foot, and he's strong links to Hakimi. This card, with 5-star weak foot, cracked dribbling, near 99 pace with a hunter, going to be decent shot, good passing. He's going to be really good value, and you might think he's hard to link in, but when you put him to somebody like Hakimi, who's Moroccan as well, and got very good stats, you suddenly start to get players who hybrid well together. Finding players with the same nation is really vital when it comes to getting players who are a bit more obscure. So Fofana and Zaha, they're a really good duo that play in different leagues. If you want to hybrid and play more than one league, you are going to have to find players, generally speaking, who either play for the same club in that league or play for the same nation. That can obviously be in the different leagues if you're going to get full chemistry, because you can't just generally get full chemistry just from one league unless you are playing only that league. You need to get hybrids with the nation, the club. That makes a big difference. So finding clubs who have 2 really good players there, that's going to make a big difference. Using the heroes and icons to get you chemistry in terms of the nation and the leagues. Heroes are the best because 2 to a league. Basically, if you say picked PK and Capdevila, they already get 2 well, Capdevila is a hero, so he gets full chemistry, but PK would already be on 2 out of 3 chemistry just to start with. This works for all budgets. Obviously, the bigger your budget you've got, the more options you've got in terms of how you're going to build. But hopefully, this is giving you some more insight into how I build my teams. I've built some really fun teams on my road to glories. There's obviously going to be lots of meta cheat players that you can use. You may be a little bit more limited on the hero and icon, which help with hybriding on a lower budget. But there's so many players now. We have released so many different players through content. But there's a lot of ways that you can build teams on this game. There's so many options. I see lots of different creative stuff, which is cool. If you want to find out more about the best meta players on this game, defenders, midfielders, attackers, you should check my other YouTube videos out if you're new around here. I do videos every week or two where I look at the best players in the game. I look at the best value players in the game. Always talking about the best meta players. I do tier lists for all the positions, defenders, midfielders, attackers. I've got you guys covered. So you now know how to build a team, my thought process, the way I go about it, how I start, some of the tips for it. Check out the videos with the best meta players, and from there you can start to price up on your budget. I even do videos where I build squads at different budget to help you guys out. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully it's been helpful. Hopefully it's helped you learn a bit more about my thought process. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.